Hi guys, welcome to the Black Sheep Kitchen. I'm Alex. Let's get into it. Alright guys, today we're making aloo gobi. It's a potato cauliflower curry and it has rice. If you can't tell what it is, then think about it. Let's get into it. Alright, so first thing you're gonna need for the aloo gobi is a medium onion, white, 2 white potatoes, 1 head of cauliflower, turmeric, ground ginger, chili powder, and ground cumin. But I don't have ground cumin, so I'm gonna mince mine. But try and find it, or use a pestle and mortar, or molcajete. I don't have one. I have to buy one. All right, so now we're gonna peel our white potatoes. Peel all of it. You do not want to see me again, I would understand. All right, so now we're gonna start chopping the potato. So first you're gonna cut it in half. So then you're gonna make it sort of bite-sized. Fancy words. Okay, flip it sideways. And like this. So it's in cube sizes like this. All right, so now it's time to peel the onion. And chop it up. All right, now that it's peeled, cut it in half. Into quarters now. And then like so. If you cry while cutting onions, you're weak. All right, so now we're gonna chop the cauliflower. Open your cauliflower bag. Knives can do anything. I keep my statement. First things first, chop your cauliflower in half. Take off the leaves as best you can. All right, so now that you got your leaves off the cauliflower, break it into little pieces like this. And you don't need to use a knife for this, but you can if you want. Although knives can do everything, we're gonna just use our hands because the knife deserves a break. Cut. Now you're gonna need a 1 cup measure. Fill it up with water. The knife will help me. Cut off the water spout. So you're gonna preheat your pan on medium. Put your 1 cup measure of water in and your onions. Wait until they're tender. See when they're tender. I made this stain. Yellow stain. First time I made that, I made it. So you just mix up your onions a little bit so they can just move around and not burn on one side. But continue to wait and stir occasionally. Okay, so you know when your onions are ready, when they're tender, but tender is really vague. So here's an actual visual. So you grab a piece of your onion and you break it apart like this. If it's easy to break apart and you need to use little force to break it apart, then that means you're ready to add your spices. All right, so now we're gonna do the turmeric. Grab a tablespoon measure and put in your turmeric. Doesn't have to be exactly a tablespoon, but this is roughly a tablespoon. So you're gonna put it in your onions and put it away. All right, then you're gonna grab your ginger, and you're gonna pour some ginger in here too. No ginger spilled. No ginger was harmed in the making of this video. Okay, roughly a tablespoon. You're gonna add that to your onions as well. You're gonna add some cumin. And then finally, you're gonna add a half a tablespoon of chili powder. You can just eyeball this one, or you can get a measurement if you're bad at measuring, obviously. All right, so now that your spices are in the pot, you're just gonna stir them all in. Make sure they coat all the onions. Turn on the heat to low. You want all of the onions to be at yellow. So make sure to stir it in really good. About this is good. So now, you're gonna add in your potatoes and your cauliflower. Okay. Now you're also gonna stir to make sure the onions can go on top and sort of coats everything. All right. Now you're gonna add another half cup of water to the Aloo Gobi. Still stir it up. And then once you're done stirring and getting all the onions that are at the bottom to the top and mixed up, then you're gonna cover it and cook it for low heat until the cauliflower and potatoes are cooked. So about maybe 25 minutes. So on low heat and let it cook on low for 25 minutes. All right, so now that it's been cooking for 25 minutes, you're gonna take off the lid and you're gonna see if they're cooked. They're cooked, so you just gotta mix up everything. Remember to add water occasionally so it doesn't stick. I didn't do that and it's sticking a little bit, so important step that I forgot. Don't be like me. Except have the same views that knives can do everything. All right, so it should look yellow like this. And now it's ready. Dig in. All right, now it's time to try it. Okay. Very stubborn. Just let me eat. That's delicious.
What did you add there?
Some lemon rice. This is fancy lemon rice. We'll tell you about it next week. Peace out.